Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. We're going to take our next look at Spider-Man collector box sales data off of TCG Player this time through yesterday, Friday, the R minus 7 days until release. So in the whole pre-release period and now up to 7 days prior to full release next week, it has sold 2,621 collector boxes on the platform at a total spend of $1,919,000 for an average price per box over the whole period of $732. Now, if you go and you look out there today, they are selling at $640 this morning. The really interesting thing, though, is as expected, according to the TCG expansion lifecycle, the sales are accelerating. But you would not know that given the kind of negative statements everyone is making about the set, about how it's ho-hum, it has nothing good in it, there's no good cards, it's going to crash, it's all going to go into a fiery burning death, except that the total cumulative spend on this product in the last week was 3 times higher than the cumulative spend in the week before that. It was $458,000 spent on TCG Player on these collector boxes in the last 7 days, compared to the 7 days before that of $163,000. So nearly 3 to 1 week over week. Now, what to compare this against from history? Of course, there are only two other sets that even matter: Final Fantasy and the original Lord of the Rings. And when we put that up here, it may surprise some people. The blue line of Spider Man right now and for about the last 10 days is tracking perfectly with the original Lord of the Rings. So, anybody who would call that a failure may need to have their head examined. Now, of course, it doesn't get anywhere close to Final Fantasy, but it's another one of those situations like Lord of the Rings itself was for so long, where we say, I can't even imagine what product, what crossover would get that kind of money into Magic. Now, potentially X-Men or something a little less niche from Marvel than Spider-Man is. Spider-Man's popular, but he's certainly nowhere near the top of most popular Marvel characters. Maybe once we get our Star Wars Magic crossover, or even Magic the Gathering Pokemon, that's really the crossover that's going to blow everything out of the water. But until then, what we see is the blue line of Spider-Man is tracking with Lord of the Rings. Guys, that's amazing performance. It is literally tied in the number 2 and 3 spot for best performing product in the entire history of Magic. So anyone who says that this is doing badly or it's crashing or it's all just going to be a fiery end for this expansion because there's nothing good in it, oof, don't make a bet on that kind of statement. That's what I'll say. So I'll have another look at this a week from today after full release. So we'll get all the way through and including release day. Subscribe so you don't miss that. And next weekend also, I will have the entire pre-release period sales data for the play booster boxes of Spider-Man. Subscribe so you don't miss that. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, especially my very generous supporters on Patreon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade.